कुंज बिहारी जय जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन बल्लभा गिरिवरधारी. Why don't you take the GT out of the bag? गोपी जन बल्लभा गिरिवरधारी. जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय. यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन. यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन. यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन. यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी. यमुना राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय. Give him the asana. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Ballava गिरिवरधारी. प्रभुपाद. यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन. यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन. यमुना तीरा वनचारी. यमुना जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे. हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरि बोल. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Everybody chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Everybody louder. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Haribol. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Jaya Sachinandan, Jaya Sachinandan. Bolo. Jaya Sachinandan Gaur Hari. Patita Pavan Gaur Hari. Yuga Avatari Gaur Hari. Nadiya Bihari Gaur Hari. Kalimalhari Gaur Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gaur Haribo, 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 Nitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Premanandi, Nitai Gaur Premanandi, Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhans Parivrajakacarya Stotra Sachari Sumchela Bhakti Vedant Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhans Parivrajakacarya Stotra Sachari Sumchela Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON BBT Founder Charya, His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda ki jai. Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda ki jai. Shri Shri Gaur Radha Krishna Go Gopinath Shyam Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki jai. Shri Shri Vrindavan Mathura Dham ki jai. Shri Shri Navdeep Dwarka Dham ki jai. Shri Dham Mayapur Dham ki jai. Shri Shri Yamuna Mai Ganga Mai ki jai. Shri Shri Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi ki. Shri Shri Sam Ved Bhakta Vrinda ki. Shri Shri Yug Dharma Harinam Sankirtan ki. Sankirtan Yajna ki jai. Our loving spiritual master is Divine Grace, most merciful Savior of the whole world, by spreading Sanatan Dharma, holy name all over the world. Patit Pavan Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Patit Pavan Srila Prabhupada New Dwarka Dham ki jai. Patit Pavan Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Book Distribution ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi, Nitai Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Premanandi. All glories to Sambal devotees. All glories to Sambal devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gaurang. All glories to His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Om Ajnanatimrandhasya Jnananjana Chalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Jutapad Kamalam Sri Guram Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Vitam Cha. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत श्री राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय। वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधु वैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। टुगेदर जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त। हरे कृष्ण हरि बोल, कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे। नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारणे समस्त देशतारणे। Dear devotees, brothers and mothers, everybody is welcome. This evening program here in the Rukmani Dwarkadish Mandir. Devotees, Prabhupada mentioned one word that what he said, practice is the mother of learning, something like that he mentioned. So we have to practice, we have to remember. But we have to remember that I am not from this material world and I am not this body. Because sooner or later, me, you, he, she, we will be forced to leave this body. If I am not conscious of this, that this material world is not my home, I am not this body, then it is going to be very, very troublesome to leave this body. So intelligent people, those who are blessed people, those who are Krishna conscious people, they remember this all the time. They never forget. So if we are not from this material world and we are not these bodies, then what should we be doing? We should be only cultivating Krishna consciousness. We should not be doing here anything else. Other than cultivating Krishna consciousness is a waste of time. It's mentioned by Prahlad Maharaj, Shram eva hi kevalam, useless labor. So, useless labor by working very hard, what we will get in the end? Nothing. And we are working for nothing. So we should work for something. And that is, what is that? We should work for Krishna. And that is our only business. We don't have any other business. By the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we should try to understand. Because Prabhupada gave these teachings based on Bhagavad Gita, based on Bhagavatam, based on other Vedic literature. So Prabhupada gave these teachings. So these teachings we should take to our heart, And as I usually mention this morning also, I mention Lord Chaitanya, who's Krishna himself. It's mentioned ब्रजेंद्र नंदन जय सची सुता होइलो से बलराम होइलो निताय दीन दीन जातो चील हरि नाम उदारिलो Taro Sakshi Jagai Madai. Our acharyas. Anybody knows who uttered these words? Which acharya? Brajendra Nandan, I think. Maybe Narottam Thakur. But our acharyas are saying, one who was Brajendra Nandan Sri Krishna. Brajendra Nandan Jai Sachi Suta Hoilo say. He has become son of Sachi Mata. Bolo Sachi Nandan ki. Balaram Hoilo Nitai. His elder brother Balaram, he has become Nitai. He was son of Padmavati Mata and father Hadai Pandit. Balaram Hoilo Nitai. Deenhi Nitato Chila. And what they did? Those were fallen people, low class people. He gave them the gift of the holy name. Balram Hoilo Nitai. What they did? Deenhi Nitato Chila. Hari Namu Dharilo. Chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare. Everyone. Hare. Hare Ram. He gave this holy name to everyone. And he, so merciful, Lord. Srila Lochandas Thakur describing about Brajendra Nandan, who has become Sachinandan. Param karuna pahudui jana param pahudui jana nitaye gaur chandra nitaye bolo sab avatar sar siromani sab केवल आनंद कंदा भजो भजो भाई चैतन्य निताई भजो सुधरीर विश्वास कोरी विषया छाड़िया सेरस मजिया विषया मुखे बोलो हरि हरि देखो ओरे भाई त्रिभुवन नाय देखो ओरे हे मन दयालु दाता पशु पक्षी झूरे पाशन बीदरे पशु शूनी जरा गुण गाता संसारे माजिया रोहिलिया पोनिया संसारे से पदे नागिलो आशो से आपना कर्म भूजिया समन काहे लोचन दासा जय गौरनीताय 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 जय गौरनीताय हरि बोल वेरी गुड जय निमाई नीताय निमाई नीताय जय निमाई नीताय निमाई नीता जया निमाई नीता निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय जय जय प्रभुपा 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 जय जय प्रभु हरि बोल हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरि बोल हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरि बोल हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरि बोल हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे जय हो हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे हरि बोल प्रभुपाद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे हरि बोल हरि हराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः गोपाल गोविंद राम श्री मधुसूदन गिरिधारी गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन श्री चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता सीता हरि गुरु वैष्णव भागवत गीता श्री रूप श्री सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीवा गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ ऐसे गोसाई करी चरण बन्ना ऐसे जहाँ होते बिगन नाश अभिष्ट पुराण ऐसे गोसाई यार मुई तरदा ऐसे 10 बार पादरे नु मोर पंचग्रा तांदेरा चरण से भी भक्त सनवा जन्म होई ऐ अभिला ऐसे गोसाई जब ब्रिज को लाबा राधा कृष्ण नित्य लीला करीला प्रकार आनंद बोलो हरि भजो वृंदावन आनंद बोलो हरि भजो वृंदावन श्री गुरु वैष्णव पदे मजैया मां। श्री गुरु वैष्णव पाद पद्म करिया। नाम संकीर्तन कहे नरोत्तम दाना। नरोत्तम दास जय नरोत्तम दास। पतिता पावन नरोत्तम दास। निताय गौरंगा निताय गौरंगा निताय निताय गौरंगा गौर हरे। निताय गौर हरि बा हरि बा हरि बा हरि बा। निताय गौर जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद। जय जय गुरुदेव 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 प्रभुपाद। जय जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हाथ ऊपर करो। हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल 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 हरि बोल। गौर हरि गौर हरि गौर हरि हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरि हरि बोल। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। तो शिला लोचनदास ठाकुर, great acharya, what he is saying, Haribol, he is saying parama karuna pahu duijana. Nitai Gaur Chandra, this Nitai Gaur Chandra, they are very, very merciful. They are extremely merciful. And if we want to avail this opportunity by having the mercy of Nitai Gaur Chandra, then we are very unfortunate. No, till today, there are so many incarnations of Godhead, but this incarnation is the most munificent incarnation of Godhead. They are Gaur Nitai, they are essence of all incarnations. Param Karuna Bahu Dujana Nitai Gaur Chandra, Sab Avatar Sar Siromani, essence of all incarnations. Keval Anand Kanda. Devotees remember, purpose of life is to become self-realized, is to become conscious of Krishna, and when end of life comes, remembering Krishna and transform to the spiritual world, Golok Vrindavan. This is the purpose. But it's very, very difficult. But by the mercy of Gaur Nitai, they made it very easy for us. Then Srila Lochan Das Thakur Maharaj is saying, Bhajo Bhajo Bhai Chaitanya Nitai. I need this. He's saying, my dear brothers, my dear brothers, my dear sisters, my dear brothers and my dear mothers, brothers and mothers, Bhajo Bhajo Bhai Chaitanya, worship Chaitanya Nitai with firm faith and conviction. Sudrid Vishwas Kari. Then Prabhupada is talking in purport of this song. He's saying, how we can have the mercy of Chaitanya Nitai? Srila Lochan Das Maharaj is also mentioning, and this was very dear song of Prabhupada. Lochan Das Maharaj is saying, Vishaya Chariya, Seira Samajiya, Mukhe Bolo Hari Hari. You have to give up your engagement to sense gratification. If you are very much fond of sense enjoyment, then it's not good. Then you cannot have the mercy of Chaitanya Nitai. But I was busy in my life, only gratifying my senses, eat or drink and be merry. But now, you may be busy. I may be very busy before, but now give up this. If you really want to have the mercy of Chaitanya Nitai, then you must give up your engagement to sense gratification. Give up. And what you do? Mukhe bolo Hari Hari. Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare. Devotees, only condition is we have to give up our engagement to sense gratification. Though this sense gratification is very pleasing to my dirty mind, my unclean mind, but we have to remember, by the mercy of these acharyas and Prabhupada, that this dirty mind is, trying very hard to take us to the hellish condition, take us to hell. Prabhupada has mentioned, mind is one's best friend when it is in control. Generally our mind is not in our control. And mind is our worst enemy when it is not in control. But majority people put full faith on their enemy. So we have to understand our real enemy is this our unclean mind, and we have to give up our engagement to sense enjoyment. Vishaya Chariya, Seira Samajiya, Mukhe Bolo Hari Hari. If I will give up this my engagement to sense gratification and then chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, then what will happen? By the mercy of holy name, gradually the purification will take place. That is needed. Right now we are not pure, we are impure. As long as my mind is attracted towards the fair sex, it means I am impure. This is the pollution in this material world. And Western world full of this, And this influence is going to great India, Lord Krishna's land, Lord Chaitanya's land, Lord Rama's land, great Lord, so many devotees of the Supreme Lord, this influence is going there also. And this is actually very, very unfortunate. And this is the cause of miseries. Srila Lochan Das Maharaj is saying, give up your engagement to sense enjoyment, then chant Hare Krishna. Then, what he is saying? These words are of a Mahabhagavad Vaishnava, pure devotee. He is saying, Dekho ore bhai, dekho ore mothers, brothers and mothers, Tribhuvanenai, in all the three planetary system, Imana Dayalu Data, there is nobody as more merciful than these two brothers, Chaitanya Nitai. Even the Alu Data. So how he says this? Chila Lochandas Maharaj, Pashu Pakhi Jure, Pashana Vidare, Shuni Jara Gungata. When Lord was passing through the forest of Vrindavan, the forest of Jharkhand, coming to Vrindavan, so what happened? He is always in the transcendental mood, in the Radha Bhav, chanting, dancing. Tears always gliding from his cheeks, always. Tears of love. There are two kinds of tears. Sometimes when we become very frustrated, very unhappy, then we cry. See, those tears will be hot. If you develop some love for Krishna, and if remembering Krishna, remembering Gaur Nitai, remembering the pastime of Radha Krishna, if tear comes in your eyes, remembering the predecessor Acharya, tears comes in your eyes, check, those tears will be cold, they won't be hard. There's the tears of love. They're needs actually. Lord Gauranga said, Nainam galada shrudhareya, Badanam gadgadarudhaya gira, Pulake nichintam vapukada, Tavanama grahane bhavishyati. Oh my Lord, when will be my eyes be decorated with tears of love, flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? That is Lord Gauranga. Shikshastik is saying. If tears of love comes, then what will happen? One writer is describing, inside we have, so much filth, which I am hiding that filth in my heart. When remembering Krishna, I chant Hare Krishna, and tears comes in my eyes, then all the filth through the tears will come out of the eyes. Gradually, slowly, my consciousness will be purified, my heart will be purified. This is the need. Why this is the need? Because difficult time is coming. That difficult time is from departing from this material world. Departure. That is very, very difficult time. One of our god brother, he was in London, Manu Das. In the end of his life, so he is lying on the bed, doing like video they send. He is so much. I mean, the soul doesn't leave the body so easily. Very difficult, very, very difficult. So if our heart has become purified, Nirmal Bhayo, the words are there. If my heart has become Nirmal, clean of all the dirt, lust, anger, greed, envy, aversion, false ego, clear, then that is the perfection of life. He's saying, brothers and mothers, there's nobody is more merciful than these two brothers. Emanu Dayalu Data, Pashu Pakhi Jure Pashana Vidare Shuni Jara Gundata. In the forest, Jharkhand forest, even animals, tigers, deers, elephants, monkeys, snake, they are the different species of life, and souls are suffering in those. And when they heard the transcendental vibrations from the lotus mouth of the Supreme Lord Gauranga, they became purified immediately. And now tiger has become friendly to the deer. Tiger eats the deer, they're embracing it, no more enmity, finish. This is the effect of Lord Gauranga. And they are chanting. Animals are chanting in the jungle. So, Shuni Jara Gunagata. We have to hear from the lotus mouth of Lord Gaur Hari and Srila Prabhupada. Then, in the end, he is saying, Shri Gaur Nitai ki Samsare Mahajiya Rohiliya Puriya Se Pade Nahi Lo As Apna Karama Bhunjiya Saman Kahe Lochana Das. I got lost in this material world. And I feel that superintendent of death, Yamaraj, punishing me in this way by not letting me attract to this Hare Krishna movement of Lord Gaur Hari. So we have to perfect our life. No Kirtan. I can continue? No problem? Okay. So devotees, our mind, because it's filthy, it hasn't cleansed yet, unclean mind. Unclean mind is always dragging me towards the negativities, towards the dark side. This is his business. But by using this intelligence, which is given to me by Krishna, higher intelligence. What is that higher intelligence? Intelligence is there in all the species of life. There are 8,400,000 different species of life. Intelligence is there, but like animals' intelligence is limited up to eating, sleeping, mating and defending. But our intelligence is developed. Our intelligence is developed intelligence, and we can differentiate, oh, here is my mother, here is my sister, here is my daughter, here is my wife. 4 women, but different relations. Animals can't. They can't understand this. So we are in the human being, human life. We must use this our intelligence to cultivate Krishna consciousness for Hare Krishna, not spend our life just like animals. Animals' life is a horrible life. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Animals are killing each other, eating each other, and enjoying, not enjoying, but suffering. So in human life, we must become human beings and cultivate Krishna consciousness and remember Krishna all the time. All the time remember Krishna. Today is the disappearance day of Ramanujacharya also. Disappearance. So let us Ramanujacharya. Ramanuja means a younger brother of Ram. He was great Acharya, and let us remember him by singing this song. Haribol, what's happening? Huh? Parama Karuna Pahu Dui Jana. Haribol, खत्म हो गया है, क्या हो गया इसका? तुम्हें इसके साथ साथ रहना पड़ेगा, आज चलता है, क्या हो गया इसका? अच्छा, आई तेजी वजान फिर करना पड़ता है उसको. इसका तू कैसा न्याय है ये तो. ये अनिलो प्रेमा धन करुणा प्रचुर. ये करुणा हे न प्रभु को था गेला आचार्य ठाकुर. कहा मोरा स्वरूप रूपा कहा सनातन. कहा कहा दास रघुनाथ पतिता पावन. कहा मोरा भट युग कहा कबीरा। एका काले कोथा गेला गौरा नटरा। पाषाणे कुटीबो माथा अनिले पाशिबो। गौरंगा गोनेरा निधि कोथा गेले पावो। सेई सवा संगीरा संगे ये कोई लोविला। सेई संग न पाया कांदे नरोत्तम दान। ये अनिलो प्रेम धन करुणा प्रचुर। ये हरि बोल। इन प्रभु को गेला आचार्य ठाकुर। जय आचार्य ठाकुर, जय आचार्य ठाकुर। जय रामानुज ठाकुर, जय रामानुज ठाकुर। जय जय प्रभुपा 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 प्रभुपा। जय 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 गुरुदेव 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 प्रभुपा। जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी। He who brought the transcendental Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. He who brought the treasure of divine love and who was filled with compassion and mercy, where has such a personality as Srila Srinivasacharya gone? Where are my Swarup Damodar and Srila Rupa Goswami? Where is Srila Sanatan? Where is Srila Raghunath Das, the savior of the fallen? Where are my Raghunath Bhatt and Srila Gopal Bhatt? And where is Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Where did Lord Gauranga, the great dancer, suddenly go? I will smash my head against the rock and enter into the fire. Where will I find Lord Gauranga, the reservoir of all wonderful qualities? Being unable to obtain the association of Lord Gauranga, accompanied by all of these devotees, in whose association he performed his pastimes, Narottam Das simply weeps. So Srila Ramanujacharya, that time Mayavad was very prevalent. Mayavad means they don't believe that God has form. And actually, it is mentioned by Lord Chaitanya that Mayavadi bhasha sunile hoy sarvanash. Anyone who listens to the Mayavadis, they are doomed. So, Srila Ramanujacharya, he appeared in Shri Sampradaya. Later on, Sampradaya name was changed by his name because he did a lot to establish this Shri Sampradaya. And this Shri Sampradaya is very common in the South India. South Indians are follow Ramanujacharya. So, he took the initiation from Mayavadi Guru. I don't know, his name was Quresh, something like that. So, he learned all the Mayavadi philosophy and then challenged his Guru. And he tried to kill him by poisoning him. But he is the younger brother of Lord Ram. He is the incarnation of Lakshman. So established this, Vaishnavism. We, our Gaudiya Vaishnav and Ramanuja Vaishnav, there are many things are similar. So today is the day when he left for the spiritual world. After finishing, establishing. Devotees, without the devotion to Sri Krishna, we cannot accomplish the mission of this human form of life. Mission of this human form of life is to return back home, to return to Krishna. Return to Krishna. We don't have any other mission here. And if I stay entangled in the material world, in the materialistic way of life, then I won't be able to return back home. Remember this. Though this life is temporary, but this can deliver us the greatest benefit. The benefit is we can return our real home. Our real home is not the home of this material world or the Srito or Prito anywhere. This is our real home. Srito, Prito, Trito. Our real home is the spiritual world, Vaikuntha Loka. And we have to return there. But if we become so much attached to Srito, Prito, then when end of life comes, I'm thinking of Srito, what will happen to you? We become attached to this miserable material world. So we have to learn to be attached to the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. And all these great acharyas, Lord Chaitanya, Nityananda, all Rupa, Sanatan, Raghunath, Bhatta Raghunath Das, Jeev, Srila Gopal Bhatt, we have to be attached to their lotus feet. Actually, whoever has attained Krishna, it is only possible by the mercy of pure devotees like Srila Prabhupada. Without the mercy of devotees, we cannot return back home. We need their mercy first. Even in the nectar of devotion, Lord Sri Krishna is saying, one who thinks that I am devotee of Krishna is not my devotee. Krishna says, he is not my devotee. One who is a devotee of my devotee is actually my devotee. So we have to become devotee of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada gave us this Krishna conscious life, and such a miracle because of her slumberness, because of our, head, because of our thick brain. We cannot understand this. But Prabhupada gave us a very, very precious gem. Precious gem, anamol. You cannot put the price to this gift of Prabhupada. It's priceless. He gave this gift to us so that we take advantage of this wonderful gift. Though it is priceless gift, but we got something, without any price, very easily, we are not serious about this. If you get something with a difficulty, then what will happen? You will care for that thing. And if you get something easy, then you won't care for that. So we got very easily, by the mercy of Prabhupada, he took that trouble, he worked hard whole life, he spent to, prepare for this. From 19 to 22, he met his Gurudev, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada. So for the, 1922 to 1965, Prabhupada was preparing himself to deliver this gift to the whole world. First he tried from India, from Jhansi. Indian was not interested. Indians wants to be westernized, They don't want their Sanatan Dharma. This is the misfortune, bad karma. Then his Gurudev, ordered him in 1922 that you print books. If you get money, print books and preach. And you are an educated young man, you should preach this Krishna consciousness in the English-speaking world. So Prabhupada's Guru was transcendental personality. Prabhupada used to say, my Gurudev was a Vaikuntha man. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada ki. But I say, my Gurudev was Gaulok man. So both, one Vaikuntha, one Gaulok man, when they met each other, Vaikuntha man ordered, you preach. So 1922, whole life he prepared, took so much trouble, no money, nothing, but he didn't give up endeavor. He kept on trying. He didn't give up trying, distributing the pamphlets in the tea shops and printing the pamphlet, printing the books. Then by the mercy of his Gurudev and Gaunita Radha Krishna, he came to the US. And how he came to the US? He came in a ship, in a cargo ship. And he came there here looking around where to go, where this strange world. This America is very strange. Is that right? Is it strange? Yes or no? Yes. It's very strange. People are balloonies here, balloony. You know what is balloony? One devotee was performing one, drama. He was very good in performing drama. I saw this in London. I'm balloony, I'm balloony, I'm balloony. Balloony means loony, useless. So, very strange world. I came here to preach Krishna consciousness. How much wealth he brought with him? Only $7. What he could have done with the $7? What Krishna was with him. He started preaching from the Tompkins Square Park, standing underneath a tree, chanting Hare Krishna. Then movement started from that there. Movement started, few hippies joined. As soon as they joined, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, they became happy. No more hippie. They became happy. Started chanting and becoming gradually serious. Oh, I have come here to found the society. 1965 he came to this country. In 1966 founded the society. And within 7 years opened up the centers all over the world. See the beauty of bhakti. This is the beauty of bhakti yoga. So we should try for bhakti only. unmotivated and uninterrupted. There should be no motivation. In the Bhagavatam it is mentioned, Save pumso paro dharmo yato bhaktir adhokshade ahetuki apratihata. Yayatma suprasidati. Devotional service to the Supreme Lord must be unmotivated and no interrupt. There should be no interruption, no motivation. And to satisfy the Supreme Lord. When one will make some advancement, then gradually he will understand the things as they are. He will understand the things and his life will head towards the perfection. And perfection of life is that we become conscious of Krishna all the time. Like it is mentioned that it's mentioned बोलो कृष्ण भजो कृष्ण गाओ कृष्ण नाम बोलो कृष्ण भजो कृष्ण गाओ कृष्ण नाम कृष्ण माता कृष्ण पिता कृष्ण धन प्राण कृष्ण कृष्ण माता कृष्ण पिता कृष्ण धन प्राण नदिया गद्रू में नित्यानंद महाजान नदी पतियाचे नाम हट जीवे रे कारण पतियाच नाम हटा जीवे रे कारण श्रद्धावान जन के श्रद्धावान जन प्रभु राजा भाई मांगे भिक्षा प्रभु राजा भाई मांगे भिक्षा बोलो कृष्ण भजो कृष्ण करो कृष्ण शिक्षा नदिया गद्रू में नित्यानंद महाजान पति आचे नाम हटा जीवे रे कारण पति आचे नाम हटा जीवे रे कारण अपराधा शून्य होए लहो कृष्ण नाम कृष्ण माता कृष्ण पिता कृष्ण धन प्राण माता कृष्ण पिता कृष्ण माता कृष्ण पिता कृष्ण धन प्राण कृष्णेरा संसार करो छाड़ी अनाचार जीवे दया कृष्ण नाम सर्व धर्म सार जीवे दया कृष्ण नाम सर्व धर्म सार अपराधा शून्य होए लहो कृष्ण नाम कृष्ण माता कृष्ण पिता कृष्ण धन प्राण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Gaur Hari Jaya Sacinandan Gaur Hari Patita Pavan Gaur Hari Prabhupada 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 Gurudev Prabhupada Hariba Prabhupada Prabhupada Gurudev Prabhupada 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 Haribol Prabhupada 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare You know, when Lord Gauranga, after taking sannyas, he took sannyas for the sake of we fallen people. After taking sannyas, Lord Gauranga wanted to go to Vrindavan. But Mother Sachi said, no, you go to Nilachal, so that I will get to know about you, how you are doing there. And so he came to Nilachal. When he came to Nilachal, Nityanand, his elder brother, also followed him. They were both very happy, chanting, dancing, both in the mood of devotion, bhakti, to teach us. So what happened that one day Lord Gaurahari mentioned to his elder brother, Shripad, we are here chanting and dancing and enjoying, but what about the fallen soul? So what do you mean? See Lord Gauranga's worry. What about fallen soul? What do you mean? Well, I want you to go and beg people, chant Hare Krishna. So then Nityanand, they are two brothers, but Nityanand here and Chaitanya there. They are two bodies but one pran. They love each other so much. Both are transcendental personality. Both are the Vishnu Tattva. They are not the Jiva Tattva. So Nityanand said, oh, I can't leave you, because he loves him so much. He said, then how the fallen soul will be delivered? Then he said, you deliver the fallen soul, I can't leave you. Then what happened? Lord Gauranga, put his head down, and tears started coming, floating from his cheeks, Then Nityanand saw, oh, my pran, my worshipable Lord is crying. Okay, Lord, what do you want me to do? You go and beg people. Then on the order of Nadiya Gadrume Nityanand Mahajan Patiyache Naam Hata Jivere Karan. he came on the order of his younger brother, Lord Gauranga, to the Godrum Deep, and he opened up the marketplace there. Marketplace of what? Holy name. Holy name was sold there. What was the price of holy name? Shradhavan Janahe, Shradhavan Janahe. Oh, people of faith, people of faith. Prabhu Agya Bhai Mange Bhiksha. On the order of my Mahaprabhu, I am begging this alms from you. Mange Bhiksha. Bhiksha means alms. What is asking? A Supreme Lord, Nityanand Bhagavan, is saying, Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Karo Krishna Shiksha. To chant the name of Krishna, worship Krishna, tell others about Krishna. Three things. Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Karo Krishna Shiksha. Then, what he said further, Srila Nityanand Bhagavan, he said, Aparada shunya hoy laho Krishna naam. Aparada shunya hoy laho Krishna naam. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhanapuran. Krishna is your mother, Krishna is your father, and Krishna is the life of your life. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhanapuran. Krishna is the treasure of your life. Lord Nityananda is asking people in the Godrum Deep. Then what is saying? You should aparada shunya hoy laho Krishna naam. You should free yourself from the offenses. 10 offenses every morning we recite. He's saying that free yourself from offenses. There's so many offenses there. Seva aparada, nam aparada. So we should be careful not committing the offenses. Aparada shunya laho Krishna naam. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhanapuran. You think Krishna is your mother, Krishna is your father, Krishna is the treasure of your life. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhanapuran. So, devotees, then he said, what he said, Krishna samsar karo. Have a, what you call, living of Krishna consciousness. Preach to everyone, tell everybody to chant Hare Krishna. Then what will happen? It will be Krishna samsar. You know, when everybody is Krishna conscious, no problem, no fighting, no backbiting, no dirty politics. Then life will be wonderful. Krishna Mata, Krishna samsar karo, chadi anachar, jive daya Krishna naam, sarva dharmasar. If you want to give some gift to somebody, tell him to chant Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare. Always chant Hare. Not that you chant 16 rounds and next day what happened? One devotee is looking something. And then inquired, Prabhu, what happened? Oh, I lost my bead bag. Very great difficulty, chanted 16 rounds, no bead bag is finished. No, it's not like this. Bead bag is your life and soul. Keep on chanting all the time. Never forget Krishna. Because this life is just like Kamala Jala Jala Jeevana Talamal Bhajo Haripada Niti Re. This life is just like a drop of water on the lotus petal. Lotus petal will little move and the drop will fall down. This life is like this. At any moment, the life can be finished. When our Godbrother came here, His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj, he came here to preach, to do some seva, but time has finished. He couldn't go back. Devotees tell him, Maharaj, don't go. No, I must go. COVID, he left his body. So this life is like this. He left. Who is going to retain here? Anybody going to stay here permanently? Raise your hand, those who want to stay here forever. Nobody. Everybody is going to go. But is anybody thought then of going? Anybody thought? No. We should be thinking all the time of that. And preparation for that time, chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. If end of your life when you're chanting Hare Krishna, then life is perfect. If in the end of your life you are not able to remember Krishna, life is greatest failure. Thank you very much for listening. And all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to their merciful Lord, Gaur Nitai, Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar Srivas Thakur. Hare Krishna. Any question, any comments anybody has? Raise your hand, ask the question. Yes. In my previous life or this life? This life. What was that song? Which song is that one? Huh? Which one is that? Huh? Oh, American. It was in Hindi song? Hindi? No, we are singing on Vaishnav song only, no Hindi song. Today only Vaishnav. Okay, I will sing one two line because you want it like this, okay. Haribol, where are you going? Are you hungry? Haribol, you are hungry? You are hungry? I think some prasadam arrangement is going on there. You are hungry? इतना तो करना स्वामी जब प्राण तन से निकले इतना गोविंद नाम लेकर मेरे प्राण तन से निकले बोला श्री यमुना जी का तट हो श्री यमुना जी का बट हो जी का तट और सांवला निकट हो जब प्राण तन से निकले और गोविंद नाम लेकर मेरे प्राण तन से निकले गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय Okay, you understand? You have in your that mobile. You were looking, You were looking to the mobile. I thought you might have. Okay. Any other question, please? Hare Krishna. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. हाँ बोलते हैं और गाते भी हैं मोह माया इधर इधर आइए आगे इधर आइए, आप क्या के मोह माया छुड़ाएं हम। इधर आइए, इधर आइए, इधर आइए, कोई नहीं खड़े रहे, उधर बैठ जाइए, उधर बैठिए, उधर बैठिए। क्या नाम माता जी आपका? है नीना। नीना पुरुषोत्तम बदवा। अच्छा अच्छा, तुसी पंजाबी हो? हाँ, हैं हिंदू पंजाबी। तो ऐसा है माता जी, जैसे ही हमारी भक्ति बढ़ेगी ना तो मुंह माया छूटेगी। भक्ति बढ़ानी है, जप बढ़ाओ, श्रवणम कीर्तनम विष्णु स्मरणम पाद सेवनम अर्चनम बंदनम दास्यम सख्यम आत्मनिवेदनम। भक्ति बढ़ाओ और विषय विकारों को कटाओ। जिस तरह करोगे ना तुसी तो माया आस्ता आस्ता सुनो सुनो, देखो सुनो, मेरी गल सुनो, हरि बोल। जिन्नी देर तक मन शुद्ध नहीं होएगा ना, ये इधर उधर जाएगा, ये ध्यान रखो। जिसमें शुद्ध हो जाएगा फिर नहीं जाएगा, टाइम लगेगा, चुटकी बजाना थोड़ा हो जाएगा, मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी। रोटी बनाते हो तुसी, 1 मिनट रोटी बन जाती, इसी तरह तुहानू टाइम लगेगा, लगे रहो। जब माला किनिया कर दियो तुसी? मैं माला किनिया कर दियो, जवाब दियो मैनू। बाकी तुहाडा प्यो करेगा। 2 माला कर दियो तुसी, 2 माला नाल कम सरना हैगा, की गल्लां करी जांदे हो तुसी? 2 माला कर दियो तो मन शुद्ध हो जाएगा। अरे साडे आचार्य जिहड़े 100 माला करते सी, 200 माला करते सी, उन्हां दा मन बिल्कुल शुद्ध सी। 2 माला नाल मन शुद्ध हो जाएगा। 16 माला करो घट से घट, ठीक है? बोलो मेरे पीछे हरे कृष्णा, पहले बोलो हरे कृष्णा, पहले बोलो हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा। अरे मेरे पीछे बोलो, आगे जा रहे हो तुसी। हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा, कृष्णा कृष्णा, हरे हरे, हरे राम, राम राम, हरे हरे। शब्दों को कन्ना नाल सुनो और मैडिटेट करो। देखो साडी बीमारी की हैगी, असी बड़ा जल्दी रिजल्ट चाहते हैं, ये नहीं होता, टाइम लगेगा, आस्ता आस्ता। क्या हैगा, धीरे धीरे रे मना, धीरे सब कुछ होए। समझ आ रही है नहीं? माली सिंचे 100 घड़ा, ऋतु आए फल होए। उन हाँ तुसी कहते हो मैं 2 माला करनी है जी, किन्ने दिन हो गए? 3 दिन हो गए 2 माला करते हैं। आज मेरा मन क्यों नहीं लगे? अरे पता नहीं कि तुझे तो बहुत आगे पहुंच गई, तुहानू तो लोड़ ही नहीं करने दी, तुझे तो बड़े आगे पहुंच गए, लोड़ ही नहीं करने दी, लोड़ ही नहीं करने दी तुहानू। हरि बोल। तुहाडा अपना ही ज्ञान हैगा, हुण तुसी रखो, तुसी उन्हें अपने कोल ही रखो। अगे ज्ञानी हो तुसी की सुनोगे, की समझोगे? लगे रहो।